What's up guys, it's Tempo here, and in today's video, I'm breaking down what your Marvel Rivals rank says about you, from Bronze all the way to Celestial. Plus, I'm going to go over one tip for every rank that I guarantee will help you when you're trying to climb through the ranks. But first, if you enjoy this type of content or enjoy hearing my soothing voice, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and also I'm now streaming on Twitch instead of YouTube, so feel free to follow me there if you want to see me live. Alright, let's get into it. Quick disclaimer, I am a bit sick right now, so if you hear any sniffling or if I'm a little nasally, that's why. Starting off, we have Bronze. Bronze is going to be the start of everyone's Marvel Rivals journey. Every top player has started in Bronze and worked their way up. If your current rank is Bronze, that means you're either new to the game, playing on a Smurf account, or playing the game like it's a Call of Duty team deathmatch. Start learning a good foundation so that you can expand upon it later when you start to rank up. The reason people can get stuck in silver and gold is because they didn't take the proper time to get used to the game, and they didn't take enough time in bronze to learn more advanced techniques. You have to understand, you already have nothing to lose. You're in the lowest ranks, so this is your chance to experiment with a bunch of different heroes, change your playstyle, even find some friends you can team up with and climb together. Don't be afraid to lose a couple matches in the process, but ultimately, you'll find your way out of bronze if you just put in some simple time and effort. Alright, so you finally made it out of bronze and now you're in silver. What does that mean about you? Well, it means you're starting to get the hang of it, but there's still a lot to learn. Maybe you don't get that much time to dedicate to getting better. We all have school, jobs, just life that gets in the way of our gaming obsession. The tip I have for silver players is this: start focusing on what you can change rather than on what you can't. Start learning what mistakes you're making and maybe learn some solutions on how to fix them. It can be tough when first getting into competitive games to look at things objectively, but in any game, any sport, it's important to realize what you are doing wrong and find a way to fix it. That's the only way you'll improve in competitive games like this. And if you can do this effectively, you'll have no problem climbing out of silver and into our next rank, which is gold. If your rank is gold, then congratulations, you've reached the status of average gamer. This is where you'll find the casual gamers who like to play ranked. They know a lot about the game and its basics, but there's still quite a bit that they overlook. If you're in gold, one tip that I can give you is to focus more on team play and how your enemy is countering you. Also, try to focus on your personal positioning more than you have been, and try to adapt to problems and fix them on the fly. If you can do this, you'll be well on your way out of the average tier, as most casual players simply ignore these problems and keep running their 4 DPS strategy. Alright, on to the next. We have Plat. Plat is home to players who think they are the shit, but in reality, they still have a lot to learn in the grand scheme of things. Plat is where the ego starts to burst out. So a lot of players here are quite toxic and think they are top 10 in the whole world at their role. They don't listen as much as they should, and they don't communicate to their team for the greater good. I feel like I'm going in on Plats here, but I'll just give you my tip. If you're trying to make it out of Plat, focus on listening to your team and trying to communicate effectively pre, mid, and post fight. As I said, most Plats don't do this, so this will put you ahead of most of them and have you soaring up the ranks. Plat is where people can start to actually get stuck, but if you put in time and focus on improving your game, you'll make it out in no time. Alright, now we're getting to the big boys. Diamond. Not quite there yet, but getting close. If you made it to Diamond, congratulations. You actually know what you're doing, and you're able to play well under pressure. Taking the liberties to learn the ins and outs of the game has brought you here. But if you don't want to get stuck, here's what you need to do. You have to take accountability for your own team and play. Even if you're playing with randoms, teamwork is important, and after all, it is a team game. Diamond is where you start to see really challenging opponents, and it is not realistic to expect to win every game like you may have in bronze, silver, or maybe even gold. It's going to be a grind, and you have to understand that going in. Holding not only yourself but your team accountable, again, even if you're playing with randoms, will help you and your teammates in the long run. It can be awkward sometimes, but communicating with your team at this rank is essential. So it's time to turn on that mic and learn how to properly communicate at this level. Alright, listen, I'm going to be fully transparent with y'all. I've never actually made it past Diamond 1. I was literally one game off Grandmaster last season, and I didn't end up getting there. So feel free to take everything I say from now with a grain of salt. But if you're enjoying this video, I would appreciate it if y'all subbed or left a like. Alright, let's get back to the ranks that I haven't got to yet. So you've reached GM, I promise I'm not jealous. Now you're part of an exclusive club where you get a little badge on your name tag. Congratulations, reaching GM is an achievement. Only about 10% of players will make it there, so congratulations. There is still room to grow, however. Celestial is right around the corner. In GM, the best advice I can give you to move on is to keep playing and keep focusing on improving. I know I sound like a broken record, but in GM, a lot of people can experience burnout or simply not having as much fun with the game, also known as burnout. If you really want to reach the next level, you need to push through these feelings and keep playing the game and keep nurturing your skills. You're almost there, you've come so far, and if you just stick with it, you can definitely make it to Celestial. Speaking of Celestial, you finally made it. Less than 3% of players make it here. You're officially super good at the game. You can't make it here off of luck, and it's unlikely that you could even get a team to carry you here, as every player counts at this rank. One tip I can give you is, like I said with GM, don't give up and keep going. It's gonna be tough and you may never make it there, but pushing to improve is the only way anyone ever makes it above this rank. If you're serious about the game, stick with it, find your own weaknesses and put in the work, and you'll make it to the next rank, which is eternity. Okay, no doubt you're good at the game, I admit, way better than me. But here's the thing, this is grass. I've seen it, you probably haven't in months. What you have to understand is, this is just a game. You're supposed to be having fun. You just took things to the next level. And if you ever make it here, you can consider your life complete. Now I urge you, step off the game and take a little trip outside. Your rank will still be here when you get back, I promise. Alright, so maybe I went a little bit off the rails at the end there, but if y'all enjoyed this video, I go live on Twitch now, so feel free to give me a follow there if you want to see me reach some of these ranks that I mentioned. And feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed, as it helps more people see my small channel. Help a brother out. Anyways, that's about it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
I can do this with my eyes closed.